Yo, good morning, you guys. Happy Wednesday and happy Fubo Day for you guys. No, I'm all about Fubo. So what a fantastic pre-market for Fubo so far. Um, Hit the highs of 33.50 pre-market so far. So we'll see what happens. Needham, if you guys haven't heard the news, reiterated a $60 buy or $60 price target. I believe Wedbush also reiterated a $53 price target. So Fubo's looking pretty good this morning. Let me just go ahead and pull up the chart. And I've been kind of preaching about Fubo for all this time. And look at that, it's breaking the $33 mark. And so I think we have a resistance right about the $35.12. So we'll see if there's going to be a slight pullback to create a perhaps maybe a little cup and handle pattern going forward. And then if all goes well, and we do have CPI data. If you guys don't know, there's CPI data in the next 4 minutes or so. So that can also ruin any fun we're going to have today. So we'll see what happens. But if we can clear the $33 mark, 38.44, we'll see how that goes. There's obviously going to be some pullbacks along the way up, but Fubo's future is really bright. And of course, today or this morning so far, since yesterday, we've broken out of this wedge. So it's going to be really, really cool to see what happens with Fubo. They beat earnings, just stellar, and they even launched a brief video on how the sportsbook is going to work. So pretty excited about that going forward. So let's take a look at Dash. I've been talking to you guys about Dash for the last couple of days, or at least a week or so. And so I'm just going to look up at the 4-hour chart, and you can see this is a clear inverse head and shoulders pattern. All right. So I started talking about it in 180. And now it is in the 190 and it's trying to break this upper neckline here. All right. So it cracked it yesterday briefly. It went to 194 yesterday, 194 this morning, maybe, I think. And so it's pulling back a little bit and it's kind of hanging out on this trend line here. So Dash has earnings tomorrow along with Disney. All right. So I'm on both Dash and Disney for the earnings tomorrow. Yes, I know it might sell off, but it looks like Disney has a nice wedge as well. So I'm hoping that this breaks out the 177, 178 mark. This has been a serious resistance. If you've been on Disney for the last couple of weeks or at least the last several days, this has been a 177, 178 area has just been not friendly for the Disney stock. So if it breaks out, then yeah, 182, so on, so forth. So I got calls on both of these going into tomorrow, and I most likely will cut the options tomorrow, though. Probably might, I'll take the earnings hype or the run. Moderna. So CNBC had an analyst on yesterday saying that Moderna is overvalued, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Pre-market right now, it is approximately, what's pre-market right now? Hold on one second. All right, pre-market's trying to climb back up 450. So most likely there's going to be some flush in the morning. I expect that Moderna finds some type of support around the 450 area, or at least hang out above the 443. I tweeted out yesterday, when I look at Moderna's price action along this curve. Now, of course, they've had a 200% run over the last 8 weeks or so. So I understand the pullbacks are expected to happen, but they have a lot in the pipeline. It's not just COVID. They have other cancer vaccines that they're working on, or cancer drugs that they're working on. So there's more than just COVID that's happening for the company, although that's kind of the spotlight right now, right? When I look at the price action, Moderna likes to do a 0.618 or 0.78 retracement. And so far the pattern is holding up. So therefore I said yesterday, hey, our 0.618 retracement is at 443.50, and so it bounced off that yesterday. Went a little bit low, like 440, I think, and then it's bouncing away right now. So right now we're at 450. If this holds, then we'll see it curl around. Of course, there's going to be bears all over this and try to attack this great stock. But if the 443 doesn't hold, then we're looking at 430 at 0.78. And I think that would be a great bounce area too. So I got calls going into September for this as well. So let's check. Let's talk to you guys. That's my spiel for the morning. Watch Fubo, watch Dash, watch Disney. If Dash can really outperform, hard to say. Maybe they'll pull back on earnings, but 200 is what I'm targeting, right? What do I don't know. Price by Friday. Morning, Rock. Good morning, guys. Yeah, we've had calls since a week and a half ago, $27 calls, so we're deep in the money at the bell. So yeah, we're going to take profit. I'm going to take profit. You should take profit. And then what happened, if you still believe in the long term, just take a leap call, or maybe do January 2022, $40 call or something like that. It's fairly cheap, and take those contracts. So I think, with Fubo, there's always going to be some controversy. Shorts are going to attack it, blah blah blah. But if you believe in a company long run, take some leap calls or just keep the shares. I haven't sold any of my shares. Let's see. Can I bless sport? I've been trying to preach support.com. I'll take a look at I'm focused on the weekly chart. So they announced yesterday they're going to have. The merger vote is September, I want to say September 5th or something like that. And I like this chart, so I'm going to add shares on the dip here. All right. And $7 seems to have held since yesterday. You see this chart, the $7.28 support has held, and it bounced away from that. Yesterday, after hours, it jumped into $8.05. So we have a nice weekly cup and handle action here. So I'm not too worried about support.com. There's a ton of shorts on this bad boy. I'm going to hold it for long and see what happens with the merger. And it's interesting, they're merging with a minor company. So you guys want to, maybe take a long position on support. It's a pretty good company, pretty interesting company anyway. Wish, sure. Let's talk about Wish. Let's see. I'm going to do the weekly. I'm going to do a 2-hour chart on Wish here. Let's see what we got here. So this was a point of reversal, and then now it's kind of falling off a little bit. Just know that whenever I put out a chart, as in terms of like Elliott waves, etc., it's not going to go straight up, right? It's not going to go. Wave 3 is just not going to be a straight vertical movement. There's going to be five wave movements within wave 3. So it's going to be 1, right? There's wave 1, there's wave 2, then it's going to jump up 3, 4, pull back, and finally it should hit $12.62. We have earnings tomorrow, so I can't see Wish sell off on earnings because it's as low as it can possibly be. There's I think the probability here that it runs up tomorrow or runs up with earnings hype, we can see $12 tomorrow, or maybe Friday, even next week. We don't know. All right. So don't quote me on that. I hold SNMP. It's kind of slow. I mean, definitely we got some hype yesterday. Went to $1.92. So it's making higher highs and higher lows, and that's what you want to see, right? You just got to be patient with it. So I hold SNMP. I'll probably hold it for another day or two, see how the action holds up here. All right. So that is the pre-market show for today. Good luck to you guys. I believe the CPI data was just released. So let's see. Hold on. What's the CPI data? CPI data. All right. Consumer. Let's see. Core CPI month over month, July 3% versus 5% estimates. Prior 0.9. I'm sorry, 0.3 versus 0.5 estimates. So that's good, right? July year over year, 4.3 versus 4.3 estimate. So CPI data looks great. Yep. Okay. So let's look into SPY. How this. So the first thing you want to do is whenever these data come out, you want to check SPY. You want to check QQQ. You want to check the futures. And so far, the markets is responding well. to the data. So QQQ just jumped into the green territory, 367. SPY just went off a little bit. And let's take a look at small cap IWM. IWM is up as well. So let's have a good day on the markets. Be safe out there. All right. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.